While it follows the common narrative of an overpowering main character enrolling in a magic school and assembling a harem, this anime pleasantly surprised me with its unique take on the genre. The protagonist's ingenuity adds an intriguing twist to the plot, making it highly entertaining. If you want to watch more anime like the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, stay tuned for additional recommendations in this video. Number 10. Reborn to master the blade from hero king to extraordinary squire. On his deathbed, Hero King Inglis is visited by the goddess who blessed him in his childhood. He utilized it to construct a powerful empire, but he regrets having to choose leadership above martial training, giving him a wish. He desires to be reborn so that he may devote his life to being a warrior. She agrees, but when he awakens, he discovers himself in the body of a newborn girl. Despite the setback, Inglis retains some power from his prior life and memories. He honed his blade skills while his physique grew stronger by the day. In spite of keeping their memories from their former lives, the protagonists in each of these television shows are reborn and have chosen to live other lives. His wish is more straightforward. In Reborn to master the blade, he just wants to be a warrior rather than a king. Reborn to master the sword, on the other hand, is very different as it depicts his rebirth as a woman. Number 9. The Iceblade Sorcerer shall rule the world. The esteemed Arnold School of Sorcery has welcomed Ray White as its first commoner. Because of this, he is also directly targeted for disdain by certain school nobility. They are unaware, though, that Ray is actually the current Iceblade Sorcerer, one of the select few strong magic users who has previously helped their nation win. Ray only wants to enjoy the regular school life that he hasn't been able to have up until now, even if he currently possesses such a great power. This isn't the best way to sell a potential anime recommendation, but the Iceblade Sorcerer shall rule the world is like a less detail-oriented version of the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. Basically, the Iceblade Sorcerer will conquer the world is a magic school anime about an overpowered main character who doesn't want to stand out, but ends up assisting his harem of powerful female companions. Number 8. Spirit Chronicles. Following a fatal car crash, 20-year-old college student Haruto Amakawa awakens to discover himself in an unfamiliar environment while residing in the body of a small child named Ryo. Ryo becomes aware that he has been endowed with magical abilities as their identities and memories blend together in confusion. His will to exact revenge on those accountable for his mother's demise is unwavering in spite of the alterations. When Ryo frees the Bertram Kingdom princess from her captors, his life dramatically changes. Ryo is given the opportunity to attend the esteemed Bertram Royal Academy by the King of Bertram as a thank you for his valiant deeds. Although Ryo views the academy as the start of a new life, adapting to this new environment proves to be a daunting task. Like the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, Spirit Chronicles is an isekai anime where the main character retains memories from their previous life. Spirit Chronicles is a bit different in that the isekai character is just inside the body of someone who was already in that world. Number 7. The Irregular at Magic High School. At the beginning of the 21st century, students at the mystical First High School are split into two groups. Reserve kids, known as weeds, are sent to the second course, while top scorers, known as blooms, are placed in the first course. The Irregular at Magic High School focuses on the lives of Tatsuya and Miyuki Shiba, brothers who attend First High School. Miyuki, a prodigy, gets promoted to the renowned first course after performing well on the test, but Tatsuya is relegated to the second course. Despite his weed status and mediocre practical exam results showing a lack of magical ability, Tatsuya possesses extraordinary knowledge of technical skills and unusual magic methods, making him the school's oddity. If what you enjoyed about the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world was how the main character was pretty much the strongest person at his school despite not standing out so much, The Irregular at Magic High School is very much that. Number 6. Trapped in a dating sim. The world of otome games is tough for mobs. Leon, an office worker, falls down the stairs and dies after starving himself in order to beat an otome game for his sister. When he wakes up, he is the young son of a lesser noble who did not appear in the game. Trapped in a world he loathes, Leon must utilize his knowledge of the game to navigate through the story cautiously and survive in a culture that is heavily biased against him. Both of these isekai anime have a unique twist in that the main character does not wish to be a major hero. Instead, they just want to live a comfortable life and follow their interests without the burdens that come with celebrity. Although the main character in the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world intentionally manipulates things to avoid being the focus of attention, the main character in Stuck in a Dating Sim becomes engrossed in being a major character after a while. Number 5. The Eminence in Shadow. For as long as he can remember, Minoru Kaginu has been fixated on developing his strength. He goes through intense training so that he can blend in with the crowd rather than stand out. He pretends to be an ordinary student during the day, yet at night, he equips himself with a crowbar and takes down the neighborhood biker gangs with ruthlessness. Minoru feels he can't get over his overpowering sense of helplessness following a truck accident. Minoru is reincarnated as Sid, the second child of the illustrious Kaginu family, in a world where magic rules. He's finally got the power he's always wanted. He takes on the name Shadow and founds Shadow Garden in order to combat the enigmatic cult of Diablos, an entity he imagined. Both series enjoy their big action and magnificent magic moments as well as have some harem elements. You also watch them do a not insignificant amount of manipulating and planning in order to maintain their low-key lifestyle. Number 4. Jujutsu Kaisen. Demons look for pieces of the mythical demon Sukuna to eat in order to grow stronger. Yuji Itadori, who recently lost his grandfather, finds out about this one day as he is rescuing his classmates from being devoured by demons after they break the seal on one of Sukuna's body parts that was at their school. He consumes it in an attempt to give himself a chance, showing himself to be a unique vessel with the ability to harness and manage Sukuna's curse, which means that Sukuna's curse passes away with him. The action sequences in both shows are the true highlights, even though Jujutsu Kaisen has more intriguing characters. Because Jujutsu Kaisen has a darker tone, they both perform them quite effectively. Number 3. Tokyo Ravens. The story is set in a world where onmyouji, a traditional Japanese esoteric cosmology, is real and practiced alongside modern technology. The plot follows Haruyoshi Tsuchimikado, a seemingly normal boy from a prestigious onmyo family, who discovers his hidden potential as he gets involved in battles against dark forces. The narrative explores themes of friendship, destiny, and sacrifice amidst a backdrop of supernatural conflicts. Tokyo Ravens is a solid anime with a compelling story, likable characters, and well-executed action scenes. While it may not revolutionize the genre, it offers an enjoyable viewing experience for fans of supernatural-themed anime. If you enjoyed the onmyouji elements of the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, as well as the action and cute girls, Tokyo Raven does them all a bit more refined. Number 2. Twin Star Exorcists. The Kegger live in Magano, which is parallel to our world. To cope with these creatures and purge impurities, exorcists are dispatched. One day, Binio, a young and gifted exorcist, is heading back to Tokyo to meet with the Exorcist Union. She encounters Rokuro, a young exorcist, while traveling. When Binio notices that Kegger is afflicting some children, she dashes in and pulls Rokuro along. She finds out there that he is just as skilled as she is, but he won't fight. The head exorcist pairs them up, and they are praised as the Twin Star Exorcists and told to be the parents of the Abe no Samai reincarnation that would purify Kegger. If you couldn't get enough of the onmyouji powers in the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, then Twin Star Exorcists offers up more of that, but with more of a shonen action style story. Number 1. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. The narrative centers on Rudius Greyrit, a 34-year-old NEET who is reborn as a baby in a fantastical setting. Rudius is resolved to use the knowledge and abilities from his past existence to make the most of his second chance at life and to excel in this new realm. The narrative is well-paced and engaging, offering a mix of adventure, comedy, drama, and character development. The anime looks at issues including human development, overcoming hardship, redemption, and pursuing one's aspirations. It adds depth and substance to the story by exploring the intricacies of morality, human nature, and the results of one's choices. All things considered, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is an engaging anime that does a fantastic job with world building, storyline, character development, and animation. For fans of fantasy and adventure anime, it's a must-watch since it presents a novel perspective on the isekai genre. Any anime like the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world that you would recommend? Tell fans in the space provided for comments below.